What's up, guys? Welcome to Bet the Day for May 3rd. Hope everyone's doing well and hope everyone's ready to win some money, guys. My name is Tanner Kern. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. This is the Team Parlay Sports YouTube channel. We're on here live every single day. We're on TikTok as well. Got the people coming in on TikTok. Please, if my audio is not good, if the video is not good, let me know. We're in a new setting for the next week. There was something I had to come home for, back to my parents' house away from Boston where I usually live. So we will be here for the next week. Okay, so if there's a setting problem, there's an audio problem, there's a visual problem, please let me know in the comments and we will get that taken care of over the next few days, guys. So we got the people coming in here on TikTok. Hope everyone's doing well, guys. Thanks for joining me today. It's going to be a great day. I got the comments rolling in already. T-Bags, the man, the myth, the legend. Well, yesterday, T-Bags, I wasn't very good. I'm going to be honest with you. I was 3-5, but you know what? You're bound to have bad days in sports betting, people. You are bound to have bad days. It's stock trading. It's investing. You need to look at your growth over time, right? You can't look at, hey, this team cost me $3,000, $4,000 last night, whatever. You got to look at saying, hey, this is where I started and this is where I am now. Because in a stock portfolio, you look at the market, it crashes, right? You're going to say, hey, I lost a shit ton of money today. But at the same time, too, you got to look at that over time. Well, where did I start and where am I at now? So that's what I try to go with in sports betting. Got the people coming on there. The dad, though, what up, man? How we doing, guys? Please, we're going to recap yesterday as we usually do, and then we're going to get into our comments. Terry, there we go. I'm here just not saying much. I don't feel good. My picks will be up soon. There you go, Terry. Well, Terry, listen in. Terry, we're going to try to we'll try to make you feel better with some picks from my end. Terry, by the way, that was a great show. I will be back on their podcast Friday night at 6 o'clock, I believe, this week in sports betting with TJ Salt Dog and BP311. So that was a lot of fun, guys. We're coming in here. We're coming in on TikTok, guys. Gotta love it. So let's recap yesterday. Let some people file in, and then we'll get into our picks for the day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. I feel really good about the bet today. Hockey, I don't feel there's a lot of value. I think basketball, a lot of good value there, some prop value, which I'll have out later today. I haven't done my full prop research yet. And then baseball, of course, we've got a full slate today, and the Boston Red Sox are hosting the Los Angeles Angels. And you know what? The season starts today. If the audio, as you're coming in, guys, if the audio is bad, if anything's bad, please let me know. We're in a different setup for the week. Das Diggity, how we doing, man? How we doing? Yo, what's up? So let's talk about yesterday. Let's recap our Monday. Monday was interesting. That's all I'll say. 3-5. You know what? We've had 2 3-5 days, I think, in the past 2 weeks, but overall we've been pretty damn good. So you know what? The bookies got to win some days. Tyler Hero dropped 25 points off the bench last night for the Miami Heat. He was absolute money, and he saved me at -7.5 last night. You look at this Heat team, right? At the half, I was a little concerned because the Sixers were fighting, but they faded late. They fell apart, and they didn't have anything left in the tank. That's what it came down to. They were better from three-point land. The Heat were. They out-rebounded the Sixers by 10. They did the little things right. They did what they needed to do to win. So I appreciate that. -7.5 was huge. And everyone's talking about Houston Harden. I don't know if there's anyone coming in here saying Houston Harden. Houston Harden's non-existent, people. Houston Harden is non-existent. What do you have, 18 points last night? 16 points. It just wasn't a good showing for him. Now, the spread for game 2 tomorrow night is -9. That kind of concerns me. You guys can let me know what you think in the TikTok here. Salt Dog, there we go. Loving each other up in the comments. Got to love that. You guys can let me know this. -9, as we creep the spread up more and more and more, it kind of scares me. It really does. But at the same time, too, the Heat delivered when they needed to deliver. They got the job done. Great day from Hero. Tyler Hero saved us last night, -7.5. That bet was huge because overall, baseball-wise, the night did not go that well. Then we'll go Dallas +5.5. Dallas fought, and you know what? There's a lot of people that say, hey, Dallas wasn't even in that game last night. They really weren't. They didn't come alive till the fourth quarter, honestly. But when you look at how well Phoenix played, Phoenix was outside of their minds last night. They were sensational last night. They shot 50% from the field as a team, people, as a team. And the thing with Dallas was Luka kept them in the game. Luka absolutely kept them in the game last night. If it wasn't for Luka, they would have really, really struggled. Now, Dallas is a 6-point underdog in game 2. I kind of like that. I think they bounce back. I don't like -9 that Heat game. I think they will be better. Okay, this is a positive game for the Mavs. This is a positive because you know what? The Suns came out and did everything they could do. They played their ass off. They shot 50% from the field. They're not going to do that in game 2. I think Dallas will be in this series. Again, this is one that could go 6 or 7 games. I don't think the Suns roll because last night, honestly, they didn't roll. Dallas played hard last night. Luka played hard. They need to get more contributions from a guy like Jalen Brunson, from a guy like Dinwiddie last night. They didn't get that last night. They need it in game 2 and then forward in the series. So we did not hit Dallas +5.5. You know what, people like? I heard a lot of people too. They're like, oh, I had Dallas +6.5 and it didn't hit. Guys, Dallas wasn't really in that game. They were in the game, but they weren't in the game scoreboard-wise. So you're like, hey, they lost by 7. I didn't hit my 6.5. This is rigged. I saw that comment today. listen, the Suns just outplayed them last night. They were simply phenomenal. You got to tip your cap. There's a lot of performances last night that I lost bets on. You just got to tip your cap because that's what it came down to. Comments rolling in here, guys. Harden is a role player. He is a role player now. I think Houston Harden's done. I think Houston Harden's 100% done. Those two were broke. I had Dallas +8. How'd you get Dallas +8? Did it open at that? I thought it opened at like 6.5. We'll read the TikTok comments here. Got to show some love here, guys. Drop the comments. Drop the picks, guys. Come on now. Drop the picks. Give me some likes. Let's go to work. All right, hockey-wise, we'll get quick run through in hockey. Boston money line +100 and not hit. Carolina beat them 5-1 last night. That was embarrassing. That was an embarrassing showing from the Boston Bruins. But I said it last night. They got pucks on the net, 36-25. They outshot the Hurricanes, but you got to contribute. You got to capitalize. When you get opportunities, you need to capitalize. They didn't do that whatsoever last night. It was pitiful. Poor performance by them. Disgraceful. You got to get pucks on the net, but you also got to tip your cap to Antti Rant, playing goaltender for the Hurricanes last night. 35 saves, 972 save percentage. He was great, so you got to tip your cap there. Tampa Bay versus Toronto. We had Toronto money line. They came out. They made a statement. That's what we were looking for last night. That was big time out of them. Huge out of them. Austin Matthews, 3 points on the night, 2 goals and an assist. Jack Campbell made 24 saves, so that was fun. Tampa Bay looked sloppy. They didn't look like the 2-time champs. They didn't look like that. They didn't look like that. They didn't look like that at all. They looked like a sloppy team. They gave the puck away 14 times last night. And you know what? Toronto, they were home. They fed off the crowd, and they made it happen. So it was a good game for them. Bought 2 points, got it. Alternative spread. Good. Love that. Guys, share the link. Let's get some people on here. Let's get the comments rolling, and we're getting to the picks soon here. Got the comments on here. Das Diggity, hey Tanner, we should do a first 5-inning total runs parlay in Discord. We will do that, guys. If you're not in our Discord, join Discord on TikTok. Join Discord on YouTube as well, guys. Links in the description on YouTube. Links in my bio on TikTok. So make sure you check that out. So we didn't hit that. Tampa Bay, Toronto, we hit that. St. Louis money line, that's fine. That made my night. +128. Minnesota's fraudulent. St. Louis blew them off the ice last night. David Perron had 4 points, including a Hattie. He was really, really good. The St. Louis Blues team is just better than Minnesota. Minnesota doesn't play defense, and if they can't get pucks on the net, which we saw last night, perfect game plan from St. Louis. They took away Minnesota's offense. So with that being said, St. Louis was able to score and win because Minnesota could not run with them offensively. The Wild are so fraudulent. It's not even funny, guys. I will bet against the Wild in every series. And if you didn't get the series price at I forget what it was, +160, +170, I think, for the Blues. That's pretty crazy, guys. The Blues are much better than the Wild because they don't play defense and they will be exposed in the first round of this playoffs. Hit the Leafs too. There we go. Rangers. I have Rangers tonight. We're going to talk about that in a minute here. I have Rangers as well. Just recap and let some more people file on here. So then we went Angels. We didn't hit Angels. I look at this Angels game yesterday and I blame myself, honestly. Dylan Cease was sensational. 11 strikeouts over 7 innings. When you look at Cease, right, I've watched most of his starts this year. I did not respect what he did in those starts. I mean, I respect it, but yesterday when I made that bet, I really didn't respect it. I'm like, the Angels lineup can get to him. That was my mistake. The White Sox blew them out. Not blew them out. Shut them out. But you got to tip your cap to Cease. I mean, he was sensational. Braves versus Mets money line there. The Mets have won this season by delivering and running runners in scoring position. They didn't do that yesterday. 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. They left 7 runners on base, guys. That was rough. Bucks will not quick sweep. I'm going to say that. G-Low picks. It will not be a quick sweep. We're going to break that whole game down here in a minute. The Bucks will not quick sweep the Celtics. I guarantee you that. Celtics are going to fight. Comments rolling in here on YouTube. I have a $6,000 payout with that first 5 today. Love that. Share it in the Discord, guys. Yeah, post it in the Discord. I'll check that out. I got to start doing some more first 5-inning stuff. I'm doing a first 5-inning bet today with the Braves. We'll talk about that here. Not the Braves, with the Cardinals and Royals. I'm going to talk about that. I'm sure you guys can imagine what that first half bet's going to be, considering there was 1 run scored yesterday. It's not rocket science, people. But yeah, Chris Bassett wasn't terrible for the Mets, but again, just they didn't have help from the offense. You're going to have days where you go for 6 with runners in scoring position. Even the best team in baseball is going to win 110 games, 105 games, right? 103 games in that range. You're still going to lose 60 games. So, it can't be disappointed there. And then we didn't hit our Nerfies. So that was our day yesterday, guys. It wasn't great. We're going to try to get better today. Celtics played terrible. Yes, Celtics played absolutely terrible. I have a crippling depression if the Bucks win today. You're going to have a crippling depression. You're not going to have a crippling depression because the Celtics are going to win today. Bucks sweep. There we go. Celtics played terrible. Boom, boom, boom. I know. Yeah, I saw that because you were Das Diggity. I saw that you were Tough Tony because you send Ryan a little cash app, the coach of cash app. Coach don't need no cash app. All right, coach don't need no cash app. Come on now. But anyways, you're actually good at this stuff. Thanks for the information. No problem, Lover Trish. I appreciate that. A lot of people heckle, but you know what? They got nothing going on. Get the likes going up, guys. We're starting picks right now. It's time to talk about our picks. Let me throw the best bets up here. And we're going to give a dud of the day right now, though, first. My dud of the day is very, very simple. It's the Boston Bruins. And I'm not afraid to give a Boston team a dud. I give it to the Red Sox. I give it to the Celtics. The Boston Bruins, you need to capitalize on your opportunities. You were 0 for 3 in power play shots, 0 for 3 power play opportunities last night. You didn't get the job done. You had more shots on goal, and you couldn't find the back of the net. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. They outplayed you. Got to be better than that. Okay, so anyways, we're going to keep going here, guys. Keep going here, and we're going to get into our picks for the day. Best bets for May 3rd. You got to love it right now. You got to love it. Today is our day, people. Today is our day. Get that through your head. Now, I'm going to start before I even talk about the Celtics game, because I know that's what everyone wants to listen to. They come on here to talk with Tanner Kern about the Boston Celtics because we know I'm a diehard Boston fan. Okay? Let's see. Anyone who needs to be told what to bet on shouldn't be betting info is what you need. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, you know, people, I think you should engage as much content as you can and find the guys you like and use their stuff, use your stuff, and, you know, make your own decisions, right? That's how betting works. But anyways, guys, right now, we're talking about the Boston Celtics. This game means something to Boston. This year is Boston's year, and it's not because I'm a Celtics fan. I just feel some type of way about this team, and a lot of people do. I'm going to show a video clip. I went out on the streets in game 1 to interview people about the Celtics. I've been showing clips on this show every single day, guys. If you're not on TikTok, this is why you want to get on YouTube and watch these clips, guys. This is an interview from a bar. It just means more this season. Tell me there's someone out there that bleeds green more than this guy. I don't believe it. Here, let's check out the clip.
Listen, ever since the All-Star break, this team has been a different team. Ever since the All-Star break, this team has been a different team. And you know what? There's a reason why the defensive player of the year went to Marcus Smart, and it hasn't gone to a guard since 96, Gary Payton. Yeah. And before that, it's never gone to a guard.
So I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that guy bleeds Boston. And I love Boston accents. I don't have one, but I am a Boston fan. So anyways, let's get into the breaking down this series. So we have Bucks Celtics today. Now, bookmakers are very, very, very smart. Very smart. This is why bookies always win. I say, you know, I give it every day. I say, hey, this is our day. We're going to beat the books. The books always win because they set the number and they're going to get half and half on each side, right? So we look at this game. Bucks plus 4.5. After the way the Bucks played in game 1, you would think, hey, I'm going to throw my freaking house on Bucks plus 4.5 because the Celtics didn't do a damn thing. Jason Tatum was horrendous, all this stuff. Like the Bucks own the Celtics in game 1. It's not hard to understand, people. It's really not. But at the same time, I will say this, and I'll say this right now, and I mean this, putting my Boston fanhood aside, this Boston team is different right now than I have seen in a long time in the postseason. Now, I know Marcus Smart is questionable tonight. He will likely play. The dude freaking popped his shoulder out, got back in, and then hurt his hamstring. So he's questionable with the hamstring. But when we look back at the Celtics' first series, when we look back at the Nets series, sweeping the Nets, that was a huge deal. You know, the Nets were the favorites to win the Eastern Conference and get to the finals. Listen, the Nets suck. All that was predicated on Ben Simmons playing, and he was on the bench with his freaking Gucci shades. Okay, he looked terrible. Anyways. This Celtics team played against the Nets who don't play defense. The bounce of defense. They're built on scoring with Kyrie and KD and all that. They don't play defense. So when you go in and you take, no, not going live, guys, not going live on anyone. When you go in and you take on a team like the Bucks who play defense and they got the best player in the world in Giannis, it's going to be an adjustment. Okay, so we saw that. The Celtics have they're an offensive juggernaut. Let's be real. They're an offensive juggernaut. They scored 89 points. You know why? Because they were punched in the freaking face by the Milwaukee Bucks. They were punched in the face. Tonight's going to be different, though, and here's why. And I hate to take Celtics minus 4.5. I really do. Because I think it's too big of a spread. I think it's too massive of a spread. Okay? But at the same time, if I had to pick a side, I feel more comfortable taking Boston, if that makes sense. And I'm going to take Boston at 4.5 because this team is filled with fighters. And we look at what happened. Jason Tatum was shooting freaking air balls. He scored 22, 23 points, right? He was horrendous from the field. He was like 67, 68% from the line. He did not get the job done. He did not coexist with Jaylen Brown. They've been working on Jason Tatum takes the lead role, and then Jaylen Brown's the support guy, still scoring 25 points a night, 25, 30 points a night. That didn't happen. Marcus Smart got hurt. All right. Al Horford got punched in the mouth, and Giannis went off in the assist and the rebound game. So with that being said, with the day off, with a little preparation, I think the Celtics team can do something tonight and cover 4.5. Is it going to be a tight game? Hell yeah. And if you take the Bucks at plus 4.5, I don't blame you. But putting my fanhood aside, because I did bet against the Bucks, and I did bet against Celtics in game 1. I took Bucks plus 4.5, and I was outside TD Garden interviewing people, and everyone's like, Celtics are going to cover, Celtics are going to cover. I had no belief in the Celtics. I did not think they were going to cover because I thought the Bucks were going to punch them in the mouth in game 1. I think game 2 is different, though. I think they bounce back. I wish the spread was lower. I wish it was 3.5, and you might want to hold off. You genuinely might want to hold off placing this bet till we get closer to opening tip, because I can picture it in my head. Most people are going to hammer Bucks. They could drop that line down to 4 or 3.5. So that's my spiel on that. All right. Game 1 was rock bottom, guys. Game 1 was rock bottom. Good teams make adjustments. The Celtics team is good under Ime Udoka. They're going to be just fine. I'm not saying they're going to win the series. But if they don't win tonight, they have no chance. If they can go to Milwaukee 1-1, they have home court, and we can get this back to Boston in game 7. That's what I'm going to say about that. All right, let's read some comments. Here, people. Guys, I got all these comments rolling now. I'll have the likes. Let's get the likes up. We're going to start with YouTube comments here. So Boston minus 4.5. That's the first one. I'm leaning over with Boston. Smart. You can tell he's from Boston. Yeah, here we go. I love your grind. Follow you on TikTok. Work going to pay off at some point. I appreciate that, Bernie. I really do. I appreciate that a lot. I think you take Boston spread at it's like -2. I think you take Boston on the spread. It's like -2. I think there's still a bit of recency bias after the Nets. Books can make other spreads without their betting. So massive lean towards one side. Yeah, you might want to go alternate spread. You might want to go adjusted spread. But Bernie, I appreciate that. I would feel better at 2. I would feel a lot better at 2. 4.5 is a little big. But if I'm going to play a spread for -110 in this game, I'm going to play that. Let's see what the comments rolling in here. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, we got some Celtics shoot too many threes, run your offense, and they're going to run their offense. Yankees 10 in a row, some back. Yeah, I'm betting against the Yankees. The Yankees beat the freaking Royals, the Orioles, and another dog water team. Okay, come on now. Let's see. It's impressive though what the Yankees have done. It really is. Prop put a bet on the Mavs. Wait, what was your best bets? I'm not even on best bets. I'm going through my bets for the day. Me gusta dinero. Let's effing go. That guy in the clip speaking facts. There we go. What's your best bets? Best bets are coming, guys. We go through them as we go. First bet, Celtics -4.5. The house on Canelo this weekend. We're going to talk UFC a little later this week. Buddy, it's 10 a.m. chill. Hey, I've been up since freaking 6 a.m. preparing for this show, guys. It doesn't stop. The grind doesn't stop. Okay, so chill. People going chill. I ain't chilling, guys. You're still watching me. Come on now. Let's go Celtics. Bruins in trouble. The Bruins are in trouble. We'll talk about that in a little later, too, at the end of the show if we want. But, yeah, okay. Let's go Celtics. Celtics are dead. Got a comment here on TikTok. Perfect timing. Tatum for 30+, Brown for 20+, Smart, whatever this points, assists, and rebounds total is grouped together. I have a great prop bet right now. And you guys are going to love this. You're going to thank me for this one. Jason Tatum, over 28.5, not 25.5, 28.5. Let's see. Can we talk about how bad the Sixers look without Embiid? Yeah, they were horrendous. They were ass last night. Move the phone. Where do you want the phone to be moved to, guys? Go watch on YouTube if you want the straight on. If you want to see my beautiful face straight on, go watch on YouTube. Okay. Anyways, guys. Jason Tatum over 28.5 points. Tatum's 7th in the league in scoring. All right. With 26.9 points per game. He was terrible in the first game of the series, had 21 points. But he's gone over this total 3 times out of 5 games in the playoffs. So with that being said, I really like Tatum to step up tonight, because if there's one guy that's got to lead the Celtics to a victory, if there's one guy that's got to lead the Celtics to -4.5, it's Jason Tatum. It doesn't start with anyone else. It starts with Jason Tatum. This dude is making his case to be one of the best players in the league right now. He is really damn good. All right. And he is coming off a terrible performance. We bet good players off bad performances, just like the Dodgers run line. Anytime the Dodgers lose against a bad team, you hammer them the next day on the run line, people, as soon as that opens. Okay, it's a rule of fact. Jason Tatum, big time players step up in big game situations. That's Jason Tatum night, over 28.5 points. That's my favorite prop bet. Let's see. Move the phone. Where do you want me to move the phone to, guys? Tatum 30+. Yeah, 30. If you want to go alternate adjusted point total, I'd go 30+, but I'm going to take 28.5 or -115. I might do a same game parlay, because if you have the narrative of Celtics -4.5, you're going to try to group that with Jason Tatum at 28.5. In no world can I picture this. Now, anything can happen in sports betting, but in no world do I think the Celtics will cover the spread without Jason Tatum scoring 28.5 points. Like, he needs to score 28.5 for this team to cover. That's my opinion. And they need to shut down Giannis. Okay, let's talk about this next game. Can we get rid of this whole Ja Morant, I love Ja Morant shit storyline going on right now, people? Listen, that's a Kyrie Boston jersey. It's not. It's Jason Tatum jersey, guys. Come on now. All right. let's get rid of the whole narrative that the Grizzlies can play with the Warriors. Okay. I'm going to take everyone back down to earth. I'm going to take you to church right now, people. I'm going to take you to church. There is no way that the Warriors and Grizzlies series will go more than 5 games. Okay. Everyone's like, oh, the Grizzlies almost won outright and they did a great job. And guys, listen, you don't get awards for participation trophies right now. Okay. Ja Morant absolutely went off in game 1. You got to tip your cap to him. Jaren Jackson had a very good game. But at the same time, this Grizzlies team is not built to beat the Warriors because we saw it. We saw what they did against the Timberwolves. They were able to climb back in games in the fourth quarter, and we still saw that. We still saw that in this Warriors game, okay? The Warriors are good enough to put teams away. The Warriors are very good. They can put teams away, no problem, okay? The Grizzlies like to get put away because they fall apart early and then they think they can survive late. That's not going to happen. We look at what happened with the Warriors. The whole freaking team was in foul trouble in game 1. The whole team was in foul trouble. So if you take from this game that the Grizzlies actually competed, yes, they did. They competed against a foul trouble Warriors team where Draymond Green, a very, very, very good defender, got ejected. Okay? In the first half. This Warriors team is going to steamroll the Grizzlies throughout this series. Steamroll the Grizzlies. Warriors sweep. No one shuts down. Just pick the three-point shooter. Let's see what we got. It's cute, but they can't take up the war. Yes, Warriors coming in here. Warriors -2. Warriors -2. It's good. Just pick the three-point shooters. No one shuts down Giannis. Warriors sweep. Yeah, I don't know sweep. You always can give one game. If you want to go, here's a really good value bet. If you go 4-1, if you take 4-1, so you take Warriors 4 games, Grizzlies 1 game, because anyone can steal 1 game. It's like plus 310 right now. It's a pretty good deal for a thing. Me gusta dinero. The grind does not stop. Keep it up, man. Appreciate that. Bernie coming in here. Warriors by 1 million. Grizzlies are so overrated. Yes, they shouldn't. They shouldn't even be in the second round. No, they shouldn't. And if there was a game they were going to steal, it was going to be game 1 when Draymond gets ejected. Yeah, 100%. I still think they could steal 1. They could steal 1. Warriors in 5, if not swept. I'm taking out alone and putting on Warriors. Bamo, money. There we go. Bamo, money. All right, yeah, so at least everyone here is on the same page. There were people that came out of that game and said, hey, the Grizzlies are really good. The Grizzlies are really good. They can compete with the Warriors. The Grizzlies can't compete with the Warriors. They can't. And if they shut down Ja Morant, they have no chance of even beating these games. Like, I look at the Celtics -4.5. I think that's a little tough on bookmakers' part doing that. But luckily, the Grizzlies covered 2.5 in game 1. So bookmakers had to keep it at 2.5 for game 2. And that's where we get it right now when the Warriors step up and play a little better tonight. I love it at -2.5. If I had to pick a best bet, guys, that's the best bet today. Warriors -2.5. Okay, let's see. Comments rolling in here. All right. Draymond got kicked out and they still lost. He's their second or third best defender. Jackson wasn't doing all that. No, he wasn't. But at the same time, too, you got to give him props for still scoring it. Grizzlies had every advantage and still lost. Victoria, what's a game I can drop 250 on? I mean, I would say right now, what we've gone through, at least, we've gone through Celtics, we've gone through Warriors. I would say bet the Warriors at -2.5. That's a great bet. If you want to take a money line, I think that's even better, safer for a $250 bet, depending on what your unit size is. So that's what I would say about that. Okay, let's move on to hockey. Now, guys, let me know in the comment section. Do people care about hockey? Like I know playoff hockey rolls around. Everyone starts to care about playoff hockey. But do people care about betting hockey? Because I enjoy hockey, but I don't want to spend too much time on it if people don't love hockey. But I will go through it no matter what. I think a lot of people do like to bet hockey. But please let me know in the comment section. We'll start Penguins. Warriors -1.5 at -115 on BetMGM. That's a good deal. Caesars had it 2.5. We're working with Caesars here. Caesars one of our favorite books, so that's what I usually do it on. So keep that up. Let's see. Playoff hockey is different than regular hockey. Yes. NHL bets are locks. Love hockey. Okay, good. Everyone loves hockey. I love hockey. Okay, that's the consensus. Love hockey. So let's talk a little hockey. Now, if you talk money line games today, there's not a whole lot of value on money line stuff. I hate totals. I'm going to play one total day. I'm only going to bet 2 of the 4 playoff games. If you guys have questions about the other games, I'm going to talk Penguins, Rangers. I'm going to talk Stars, Flames. If you have questions about the other 2 games, throw them in the chat. I'll get to them. We'll get to them at the end here. But again, I'm all in on these two games. Love hockey. Love that. Love hockey. Everyone's rolling in on hockey. Okay. So I have 2 bets today for hockey. Penguins and Rangers. I like the Rangers money line at -128 today. I think this is a steal. The Rangers are 27-10-4 at home this season. New York hockey is like Boston hockey. I'll give them that. It's different in the playoffs. I think this is going to be a tough place for the Penguins to come in and pull off a win tonight. Their offense is not as strong as the Penguins. I got to give the Penguins credit on the offensive end of the ice. They can make shots. They can put the puck on the net. But at the same time, the Rangers are lights out in the defensive zone. Lights out. That's why they've been able to win games, because they capitalize on power play opportunities and they are very good in the defensive zone. And that's the two reasons they win. And that's the little things. That's like hitting with runners in scoring position in baseball. When you can do that in hockey, when you can score on your power play opportunities and you can play great defense, you're going to be just fine. I've been saying it the whole week leading up to these playoff games. I said it on Terry's podcast last night. If you can play defense in playoff hockey, you will be successful. Throughout the whole year, we see offense wins. But in the playoffs, defense wins games because every goal is so important, people. Love hockey. There we go. Worse than the O's. What's worse than the O's? Okay, so let's see what the comments rolling in here. I bet on anything, even table tennis. I've never bet on table tennis. That's like not rock bottom for me. I just want to, when I bet, guys, like we talked about this yesterday, I love betting for entertainment purposes. Like I love betting to build a bankroll, but like when I bet, like I said, like I could put it on table tennis and be great, but I like to know what's going on in the game a little bit. That's my take. Igor is fucking beast. Totally agree with that. 100%. Me gusta hockey. I am taking out alone and putting on the Rangers tonight. There we go. Rangers plus 1,600 future, I think has some good value. People sleeping on them. Yeah, I think it does. But you look at some of the teams right now. I mean, there's a lot of good teams. I think that there's an easier path. There's an easier path out of the East to get to the Stanley Cup than the West, but there's a lot of good teams in there right now. We can talk about that for the NBA too. I think the path is much easier out of the East. Like I think the Bucks or Celtics winner will be in the NBA Finals. The West, you got the Suns in the Suns, Mavericks. You got not Grizzlies. Get out of here. Suns, Mavericks, and Golden State. Right. So there's a few teams there that they're going to battle in that Western Conference final, where the Eastern Conference final, I think, will be a little more of a cruise for the Bucks or Celtics, whoever gets there. I love table tennis. The Red Sox, you already knew that. Worse than the O's. Mets or Braves. No, I didn't go through baseball yet. We're still on hockey. We got one more hockey game to break down, or one more hockey game. So I think the biggest key tonight, neutralize Crystal Tank for Pittsburgh in the defensive zone. If they can do that, if the Rangers can neutralize him, take him off his rhythm a little bit, get shots on the net, they're going to be just fine. Crystal Tank's that guy where all starts for Pittsburgh on defense. They're not great on defense, but he's a very, very solid defender when he's on the ice. They got to get shots against the second, third, fourth line, though, too, tonight as well. Who do you think wins it all in hockey and NBA? So I've been mixed on hockey. I do feel really, really, really good about the Colorado Avalanche. I do. I feel really, really good about the Avs. I think it's their year. I think they've been special. Alice, like the Flames, I think they have great value. I think Rangers could have some value out of the East, but I feel really good about Colorado. In the West, or in the NBA, I think the Bucks or the Celtics could do it this year, because when I look at this, I'm going to break this down on my TikTok later, a future market bet. So the Celtics have really good future value. And if you want to get them, I'd get them today before we find out the result tonight. But whoever wins the Celtics-Bucks series has an easier path. They're like the Eastern Conference Final, I don't think it's going to be too hard between Miami. Let's count on Miami winning that Eastern Conference semifinal. So that's going to be an easier step rather than, the West, where it's got to be the Suns. The Suns got to go through the Warriors, or, like that. So it's different there. It's going to be a tougher round to get there. So they might be a little tired when they get to the final. So I think just for a future bet, something that you can hedge, it might be good to take someone in the East now and then hedge it with the West later. That's just my opinion. So hopefully that answers your question. I'm a Celtics fan. Love that. It's our night tonight. It's our night. My bad to get out and come back. What's the hockey picks? So hockey picks right now, we've gone Rangers minus 128. Now we're going to talk Stars and Flames. I have a total in that game. Suns are the best complete team. Amazing chemistry. 100% agree. So Warriors, though, I think Warriors get out of the West. That's my take. I think Warriors get out of the West. No problem. We still got a bunch of picks. We still got baseball to break down, guys. We still got baseball. Stars, Flames over 5.5. So this is tough for me because, again, the Flames are very good. But on defense, I trust, and Dallas is pretty good on defense too, honestly. But I trust Johnny Gaudreau to score tonight. I mean, he's one of the best players in the league. I trust him to put the puck in net. I trust him to get opportunities for his teammates. I trust this first line to be all in for Calgary tonight. Dallas needs to contribute to get this game over, but considering it's a playoff game, considering the tempo is going to be high, considering Calgary is going to be storming the nets tonight, I really do think that Dallas can put 2 pucks in the back of the net. Because if they put 2 in, I'm going to count on Calgary to get 4, and I like the over 5.5. Is this a risk play? Yes, but I'm going to lean on the totals at 5.5 rather than 6.5 because in a playoff game, anything can happen. I think tonight is the night that this game gets over 5.5. Now, in April 21st, I believe these teams played, and the game did get over 5.5. It was a 4-2 kind of game. I think that's tonight. That's what's going to happen tonight. Or, by amazing grace or something happens, we get Calgary and Dallas at 3-3 and we get a shootout or, overtime, whatever, and we get the game over. So I think that's my safest bet there with totals wise. Okay, so let's keep going here. Preds Avalanche over 6.5. Yeah, like minus 135 juice for a total like that's just a little too high for me right now, at least. But that's what I'm going with there. But yes, every game they have played has gone over 100%. Dallas Diggity coming in here. Shit, how many wake and cash I had with table tennis. Keep the table. Das, share them in Discord because I wouldn't mind playing some table tennis. And by the way, guys, if you're not in Discord, go up, link in bio, join Discord. Go into Sprinkle exact score 4-2. Yeah, I think that's a good exact score bet tonight, 4-2, because if this game gets over 6, that's how I see it. April 21st, it was 4-2. I think similar things tonight. A healthy Heat team have a great chance in the East. Yeah, I think the Bucks are the Celtics, honestly. Also Preds plus 1.5 at plus 110. They went 3-1 in the season series. Preds, I've heard that, the Predators are a good upset pick for this whole series, but, I'm probably going to fade that. But again, like guys, lean on plus 1.5 too, a little bit in the series. In all the series because it's playoff hockey. It's going to be competitive. We saw it last night. We thought Edmonton was going to blow LA out. LA ended up winning the game, right? So plus 1.5 would have been a really good bet for them. I think the Avalanche are just too strong. They're too strong on offense. They're too strong on defense. That's my take in that. I know the Predators had success early in the season, right? But at the same time too, I'm all in on the Avalanche this year. I had a meeting back a few months ago with this guy from Colorado, about some sports betting app, and he was talking about the Avs, and he was just it felt different for them this year. They feel really good about this team. So you know what? Gotta trust the locals. All right, baseball time, guys. Baseball. Unless anyone has any hockey questions, NBA questions, we'll get to them later as well. We'll go back through everything, but baseball here. Baseball. Gotta love baseball. All right, I'm retiring the Nerfy of the day today, at least. All right, if I have a Nerfy of the day, it will be posted on TikTok if I find something that I like. I haven't found anything that I liked yet. I've been getting hammered with Nerfies. I've placed 4 Nerfies in the past 4 days. I'm 1-3, and I've lost 3 in a row. And the one that I won came down to the wire. There was a runner on third, but that's how it always is with Nerfies. So I put a poll up on my TikTok last night, and everyone's like, stop doing Nerfies. So I'm not going to do Nerfies. I'm just going to do, traditional bets. So we're going to start with Cardinals and Royals under 4 first half minus 125. You can adjust this however you want it. You could take it at under 2.5 if you had balls. Okay, if you had a pair of balls, you want to go under 2.5, it's going to be plus 210, I believe. So you know what? It depends on what you want to do here. But I like 4. I think that's a good number at minus 125. The Cardinals won 1-0 yesterday. 1-0. This offense is anemic. It's atrocious, and both pitchers on the mound can deal a little bit. Daniel Hudson and Brad Keller were both pitched. The Royals bullpen's a little scary, so I don't want to trust them late in the game with an under. I like the under early. That's what I'm going to go with. Both have whips, 1.0 and under. Keller, I believe, is a 0.72 whip. If you don't know what whip is, it's how many runners you allow on base per inning. They limit walks. They have good strikeout ability. So with that being said, I think the under 4 is a really good play there. I think they deal through the first 4. I think they'll be first 5. I think they'll be just fine. So hopefully we can match that. Match what we saw yesterday with that Cardinals 1-0 win and keep this game under, get a win to start off the day. It would be very nice. Then we'll go Braves and Mets. Got some comments rolling in here. Let me get to these. Warriors minus 1.5 and minus 118 now. Okay, I like that. See, this is good. You know what? This is good because everyone hammered Grizzlies. Everyone hammered the freaking Grizzlies, brought it down to 1.5, and now we jump on it again. People think that the Grizzlies have a chance based off that game 1. Based on that game 1, I don't think they have a shot tonight. That's what I'm going to go with. Pittsburgh versus Detroit. Nerfy I believe is good. Yeah, I mean, Ivory Nerfy looks good. I've just been really cold with them. And, when I'm cold, I try to step back and move on a little bit. And then, you know what? Probably go back at it tomorrow. Maybe get some table tennis in there too, Das. Dodgers, Giants. We're going to talk Dodgers, Giants a little bit. I didn't place a bet in that game, but I'll break it down for you guys. What's the Padres gear? Where's the Padres gear? I don't wear Padres gear every day. I gotta change it up a little bit. Everyone and their mother was on that Nerfy. I'm TikTok for the Marlins. That's why I faded it. Well, good job, CJ. Good job. Everyone was. How could you not be on it? You had Pablo Lopez going against what's his name last? I don't know. It doesn't even matter. I lost the bet. All right. So Braves money line game 1, this doubleheader day. We got to make up for those. We got to make up for the missed time. So get the 162 in. The Mets are the new Dodgers. Can I make that statement, people? Please let me know if that's a bold statement. Please let me know if that's a bold statement on TikTok, on YouTube right now. Are the Mets the new Dodgers? Are the Mets the new Dodgers? They could be. They could be. Yesterday was not a good day for the Mets, though. They lost to the Braves, right? The Braves won 5-2. It was close. It was 3-2 in the 8th, I believe. I didn't watch the end of the game because I was just disgusted at that point. I was having a terrible night. But anyways, the Braves forced the Mets into mistakes yesterday. I think they made the plays when they needed to. But overall, the problem was Max Fried was really good for the Mets against the Mets. And the Mets were also 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. They stranded 7 on base. Not a good night. Not a good night. But you know what? My rule of thumb in baseball betting is we hammer good teams off a loss. That's exactly what we're going to do today with the Mets. Game 1, -120. Charlie Morton is going against Carlos Carrasco. Now, Charlie Morton looks like he should be in a retirement home. He looks like he should legit be in a retirement home. He's terrible right now. I think 7 ERA, could be 7 ERA. It's pretty damn bad. Now, the workload's limited. He's not going to be that bad throughout the year, but it's not good. It's not good. Not good at all. So the Mets are hitting the ball. They got Jeff McNeil, Frankie Lindor, Pete Alonso. They had an off night last night. They're going to be fine today. I like them -120. Get them game 1, though, before you place a game 2 bet. I never like to place a game 2 bet before a game 1 bet because I like to know. I like to know how the tempo was, the pace was. But with that being said, bet a game 2 bet after game 1 because you can see, like, if the Braves were in the game in game 1, you might want to take them in game 2. If both teams blew their load game 1, you might want to take the under because everyone's tired, right? So keep that in mind. Unders are always good in game 2 as well, but I'm not going to give any picks for that second game until I see what happens in the first game. All right, let's talk about the Yankees. Let me get some comments in here first, though. Mets never let me down when I bet them. No, they don't. Take the Phils. I like the Phillies. Phillies have been tough for me. Relax. Guys, if you don't like it, if you don't like the statements, guys, come on now. Sweat vs. locks. Yes, he likes that. Keys, locks, bold. It's bold. No, you're not going with that. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Jesus, that's a serious statement. Sharky coming in there. I didn't mean it like, Mets never let me down. Good 25-game start. You're calling them the Dodgers. They let me down yesterday. Guys, okay. All right. Listen. Are they the Dodgers? No, not on paper. But this Mets team is different this year. That's what I'm trying to say, people. Have a sense of humor. Come on now. Get me to 3,000 likes too, people. Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's see. Wait till the second half of the season for the Mets. CJ, I don't know about that. I don't know, honestly, because I think the second half of the season is going to be pretty damn good for this Mets team. They look really good. They have all the pieces in play. Let me just throw a scenario out there. We talked about this yesterday, people. Phone just broke there. 1, you get Jacob deGrom. 2, you get Max Scherzer. 3, you get Tyler McGill. 4, you get Chris Bassett. And then you're back to Jacob deGrom or Max Scherzer or Tyler McGill. Come on now. It's pretty damn good. I like this Mets team. Get the comments on here. Mets -1.5 at +170. Yeah, I think that's a decent bet there. But again, Carrasco's not been great. But the reason Morton's been so bad is because he's walking a ton of people he can't locate. So I would ride. I think that's a good bet. I think that's great value. It's great value, Aaron. I think that's solid. Penguins +1.5 goals. No way will the Rangers cover a spread. Not trying to be contrary, and that's my honest calculate. Penguins +1.5. +1.5 goals. I didn't say the Rangers going to cover. I think the Rangers can get the win tonight. That's what I'm going to go with. But I wouldn't take them to cover -1.5 tonight. So I try to stay away from puck line bets in general, like -1.5 bets in general. Stapleton, what do you think about the Predators tonight? A lot of people were on Predators +1.5. I don't know if you heard that. I don't think that's a great bet. I think the Avs roll. They're one of my favorites to win the whole thing. So let me know in the comments because, again, I love your hockey opinions. Comments rolling in here. Let's see what we got. Guardians over. Lock it up today. Liverpool money line. I don't really do soccer, guys. How about my St. Louis pick? Blues get picked. That was my pick. Come on now. That was a great pick, though. Great. Whoever took St. Louis Blues, they showed up. Because you know what? Who's the most fraudulent team in hockey? The team they played yesterday. Y'all chill. Rangers money line and under 5.5 +300. Cano hit the bricks. 5. Preds +1.5. Good bets. Okay, people are high on Preds. Parlay Celtics money line Pens. I like that a lot. I like that. Liverpool money line is free. Nothing is free in sports betting, guys. Nothing's free in sports betting. I took it. There we go. Smashing Mets Warriors, so you know to bet the other side. Shark. Well, I'm going with Mets Warriors too, so I'm not going to bet the other side. I'm going to ride with you. 3,000 likes, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's get that up to 4. Come on now. All right, working hard here. Yankees, Blue Jays money line. Let's talk about the New York Yankees. The New York baseball Yankees. Great call at the Wild yesterday. Stipey, I appreciate that. I think the Wild are just so fraudulent. I think it's so fraudulent. Nah, it's free. There we go. Okay, it's free. That's fine. Get the Blue Series win at plus 125 2 days. That was great. That's a great bet if you can do that. Plus 220, plus 125. All right, let's talk about the New York baseball Yankees. Now, my TikTok follower base, my TikTok followers, a lot of them follow me because I hate the New York Yankees. A lot of them don't follow me and just watch me because I hate the New York Yankees because they love coming in the comment section saying, oh, look at the Yankees now, look at the Yankees now, look at the Yankees now. Bronx Bomber Nation, I'm going to take you down to reality right now. It's a big deal to win 10 games. It's a big deal to win double-digit games. And yes, the Red Sox do suck. But the Boston Red Sox are better than they're playing. They're not playing up to their standards, right? But they're still not good. They're still not built to win a championship. They weren't built to win a championship when we beat you in the wild card game last year. But anyways, I'll say this. It's a huge deal. It's a huge, huge deal to win 10 games in a row, people. But at the same time, let's look at who they beat. The Guardians, okay? The Guardians, the Royals, the Orioles. You beat the Guardians, the Orioles, the Royals, and then you stole one against the Blue Jays yesterday. It's not like it was the Dodgers, Astros, and Giants, okay? It's not like it was, even the White Sox, Red Sox, and freaking Rays, okay? I can think of a million different combinations that would be more impressive to win 10 straight games. But with that being said, you can't control your opponents. You beat your opponents, okay? And they've done that. At the same time, though, every game the Yankees win, it's more likely they will lose the next one. They stole one against the Blue Jays yesterday. I shouldn't say stole. They made the plays when they needed to. They kept the Blue Jays off the board. But today, I think Alek Manoah brings them back to earth today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's see. Let's go Yankees. Bernie's a big Yankee guy. I think Nashville is greater fraud than the Wild. Okay. Love that because I'm betting against Nashville tonight. All right. So look, it's the fraud. Am I the fraud? Fraudulent, no. Incapable of being the Blues, yes. All right, Bucks plus 4.5. All right, took Blues, smashing Mets, Warriors. All right, Yankee fans, I don't know if you guys watched the morning show or not, but let me know. Blue Jays 1.5 at plus 155, some good value, or Yankees money line are the only plays here worth anything. Well, I think Blue Jays money line is a good parlay piece. I think it's fine parlay piece. I think they hit today. I think minus 138 is not a bad bet, depending on what your bankroll size is. But Alek Manoah is really damn good. 4-0 on the season, 1.44 ERA. He's got a 0.88 whip. Okay, the dude's really good. He can shut down this Yankees lineup. And you know what, by the way, I think it's good Joey Gallo's hurt for the Yankees because he sucks. Celtics about to lose in 5. You riding Celtics tonight? Hell yeah, I'm riding Celtics tonight. Come on now, minus 4.5. We'll talk about that again at the end. People, you guys got to get on right at 10. You're missing the good stuff. Got to get right on 10. So yeah. The winning streak is 10, but again, I think it ends at 10. It was good. They got their double digits. Everyone's all happy in the Bronx. This is the year we win the World Series. We haven't won since 2009. Okay, great. You won 10 games. I think they'll lose today. Angels versus Red Sox money line. Yes, I'm psycho. I'm freaking psycho, guys. I'm going with the Boston Red Sox. Yankees, Jays under 8, minus 120. Terry, that kind of – I like that with Manoah on the mound, but these offenses could pop off at any time. That's why I always hate doing it, but – I'm sure that's going to be right. If I had to pick a side, I'd probably go under, but I'm going to fade that in general. But Terry, you've been crushing in baseball, so you'll start listening. All right, comments rolling in here. Just salty. The Sox are 9. Terry, I know Bernie coming in. I'm not salty with the Boston Red Sox, people. Let me get this through your heads right now. In no way am I salty that the Boston Red Sox suck at baseball. I'm not afraid to say they suck at baseball. They've broken my heart so many times this year. It's not even funny. I'm numb. Like, I don't care anymore. You know what, though? I trust the teams I'm betting on. Well, I bet on the Yankees, yes. I'm not salty. I'm just saying there's better teams the Yankees could have beat for this 10-game winning streak. It's the Guardians, the Royals, and the Orioles. That's all I'm saying. Giannis is Tatum's daddy. No. You know who's Tatum's daddy is? His son. What's his son's name? Deuce. Deuce is Deuce's daddy. Celtics about to lose in 5. It's at 5. Bucks win series. Celtics minus 5. It jumped to minus 5. I got it 4.5. I love that. Giannis is Tatum's daddy. Grizzlies money line because people are hammering the Celtics because they believe Boston will bounce back because Boston is loaded with fighters. People get that through your head. Grizzlies money line. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Okay. So Angels versus Red Sox money line. I will say this about the Red Sox, and Yankee fans, you can jump in there. You got to give credit where credit's due. I gave the Yankees credit. You guys won 10 straight games, but you got to give the Red Sox credit where credit is due. the Red Sox pitching staff has overperformed. We thought the pitching staff was going to be the issue. It really wasn't the pitching staff. It's the offense right now. They can't hit. All right. Today is the day the Boston Red Sox season starts. The Los Angeles Angels are coming into town. They have Michael Wacha. Michael Wacha's an ace right now. He's pitching like an ace. Okay. I don't know how he's doing. He's 2-0, 1.77 ERA, and a .93 whip. Okay. Here's why I'm betting against the Angels. Okay. And I'm not psycho. I'm not crazy. People think I pull my Boston Alliance into betting. I don't do it at all. Maybe when the Yankees play the Red Sox, but I don't do it at all. Because here's the thing, people. Shohei Ohtani will most likely not play. And on top of that, Noah Syndergaard is pitching off an illness. Now, we know how these pitchers operate. We know how these psychos like Noah Syndergaard operate. Okay? They need to be on their routine. All right? So if you pitch once every 5 days, like you're going to pitch once every 5 days. You're used to it. That's how pitchers operate. He hasn't pitched. It's probably going to be 8-9 days now because he was supposed to pitch the other day when I had a Nerfy bet, and then he screwed us all. Okay. So with that being said, I really, really, really like the Boston Red Sox at +110. Boston had their first off day in 17 days yesterday. They're coming off an off day. I bet they feel rejuvenated. You're going to have a loaded crowd at Fenway tonight with Shohei in town, at least, going to play. Mike Trout coming to town, right? I think they're going to be just fine tonight. I think they do win this series. I believe they win the series tonight because I had this vision. I think Michael Wacha delivers tonight. I think the off day helps them, and I think they get the job done, people. That's what I'm going with. If you don't want to bet it, that's fine, but I think it's worthwhile at +110. Let's see what the comments are saying. I'm probably getting trashed here. Basketball, people. The Twins are not for real. Padres, money line. Brewers, money line. Brewers scare me so much. Padres, I like the Padres. We'll go through it. We can go through every baseball game if you guys want. Warriors, money line. Celtics, money line. Astros, money line. Parlay that up. Love that. Marcus Smart isn't strapping Giannis this series. He will get bad quick. I mean, Marcus Smart's going to help out with Giannis. They're not going to have – I mean, they got to find way. They got to use Horford. They got to use Williams. They got to use a lot of different dudes to defend it. If Golden State Memphis goes 5-game, Grizz winning a game in Golden State. Yeah, I think so. I think they can steal one. I don't know where it's going to be. I think steal one. Mets money line. I like Mets money line today, game 1. I haven't made a decision on game 2. Celtics -5.5 is the last leg of my parlay. So do I hedge or ride or cash? I think 5.5 is a little much. Red Sox money line +106. Terry, you going with Red Sox overall? I got it on FanDuel this morning for +110, so that did feel good to me. Celtics -5.5. When did you get Celtics 5.5? Did you like alternate spread that? Because it was 4.5. I can't. It has already jumped the point. I've been on here for the past hour, so I don't know. But wow, if they jump 5.5, I think you might want to hedge that. And really, like as a smart bettor, guarantee yourself a profit and probably hedge it. That's what I'll say to that. There we go, Terry. Terry's going with the Red Sox. I feel good today. All right, so that's my picks for the day, guys. So we can we'll run through them and recap real quick here. I like Celtics 4.5. 5.5 is a little much. I would wait till it gets to 4.5 or try to get it to 4.5 or tease it to 4.5. Jason Tatum over 28.5. Warriors -2.5. Penguins, Rangers money line. Stars, Flames over 5.5. That's a risk play. I like it, but it's a risk play. Royals, Cardinals under 4 first half, so first 5 innings. Mets money line against the Braves game 1. Blue Jays money line against the Yankees, then Red Sox money line against the Angels. Red Sox +110 there. So if you guys have questions, how do you hedge Celtics 4.5? Well, so if you have a parlay, you could hedge it with let's see. If you had a parlay, so picture that's the last leg of your parlay. You would take the other side of it to guarantee yourself a profit. So say I had a $100 parlay and the last leg to cash was, the last leg's cash Celtics. So let's say the 100 parlay wins 1,000, right? All right. So then I'm going to take the other side of it. I'm going to take the Bucks to win, and I'm going to put 100 on the Bucks, right? So that's going to guarantee myself if the Bucks win, I'm still going to make my money back on that parlay that I lost, and I'm still going to come out even. You could do more. You could go 200 on that to win 200, and then if the parlay hits, you just subtract it from your profit there. But I think it's a good idea to hedge that. Then you can figure out whatever math proportion that you want to get to make your profit, right? Now, obviously, you're still going to be rooting for the Celtics because that's going to be the bigger payout. So that's what I would go with there. All right. So with that being said, Yankees are not losing. Guys, the Yankees are going to lose. You spelled losing wrong, okay? That means the Yankees are going to lose. So anyways, Yankees are probably going to lose at some point in the series. If they sweep the Blue Jays, If they sweep the Blue Jays, I will come on here and I will apologize to Yankee fans. I'll do it. I don't think they'll sweep the Blue Jays. That's just my take. So I got my picks there. Big ticket item for the day, guys. Now, with this being said, when we do the big ticket item, that's your time to put your questions in the chat. We'll go through them all. We'll also, we'll go back in the YouTube channel chat and see what you guys' questions is. But this is your time. Answer your questions. We've been on for 51 minutes, so we're wrapping up here in a few. But get your questions in the chat, and then I will come back on here, answer them all on TikTok, and we'll get to it. So big ticket items for the day. So this is my one big ticket item that I found today. This was on FanDuel. Let me show you guys on the screen here. So it was $1 to win $918. People that say parlays are not good. They're crazy, small risk, huge reward, right? Gabe Vincent method of first basket other was plus 5,000. Someone put that ticket in our Discord last night, $1 to win over 100, but someone else parlayed it with Chris Paul method of first basket other at plus 1,700. That made it 91,700 odds. $1 won 918 people. Huge, huge day, guys. Let's get the likes up to 4,000 before this ends. Let's get it to 4,000 when we answer these last few minutes of questions, guys. So yeah, big ticket item today. That's pretty impressive there. Good stuff. $1. Anytime you can take $1 and win 918 from it, it's pretty damn impressive. So any other comments on YouTube, guys? Throw them in here. Let's see what we got. Walker, you got to say they are best baseball team ever. Best baseball team ever? Like the Yankees franchise? They are. I mean, they are statistically. I will say, I don't have to say they are statistically. They won a bunch of World Series, but from 2009 on or 2010 on, they haven't been the best baseball team ever. But overall, I mean, you can't argue with 27 World Championships. 27 rings, man. 27 rings. I can't wait to go to Fenway this year and interview Yankee fans outside of Lansdowne talking about the rings. That's all they bring up every year. Rings, rings, rings. Okay. All right. Let's read through these comments. Got a lot of comments here. I think it starts Bucks and 6. Betting is not a hobby. It's a lifestyle, and it's not good. Yeah, it's good. Betting is not good. Don't do it. All right. Well, you're no fun. Betting's great as long as you keep it under control, guys. Like, yeah, obviously, if you have a gambling problem, betting's not good. But if betting is fun, like people love to bet, right? It makes the game more fun. You can put $2 on a game. It makes it fun. I guarantee. Hell, I'll put $2 on a table tennis game at 4 a.m. I'll be watching it and I'll be locked in on it. I guarantee it. Betting's good. All right, Twins Nerfy. Let me look at Twins Nerfy. That's our first question today. Let me see. I need to get my stats up. And keep in mind, I've been ice cold on Nerfy's Everett Apple B28. So, you might not want to take my opinion here. I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm going to give you my opinion. How about that? Because Tanner Kern's a man of the people. Don't forget it. All right. Let's see here. Twins Nerfy. They're Orioles versus Twins here. Joe Ryan on the mound, 117, 0.7 whip against Bruce Zimmerman, 119 whip. 2 home runs, giving up 6 walks. I mean, yeah, that's pretty damn good. I might have to jump in on the Twins Nerfy. Now, I can't imagine what the juice is at this point in the day. It's probably pretty high. But, I mean, I think that's a very good bet, Twins Nerfy. If you want to go with it, I think that's a good Nerfy bet. All right. So, best bets for May 3rd. Let's keep rolling here. Losing. That's awesome. Yeah, Shark. Shark, I call the people out. I keep them honest. I'll be waiting. There we go. Will you be waiting for me to say what? The Yankees are the best team ever? I'm not going to say that. Yankees plus 1.5, Orioles plus 1.5, Bucks under 216. See, Ryan, Coach Craig, I value your opinion, obviously. I think the Celtics come out and score tonight. I'm not touching the total. I think you're a brave man for going under. I like the Yankees at plus 1.5, though, and I like the Orioles at plus 1.5. I think that's safe. But I'd rather take the Blue Jays straight up. You're on a betting live, buddy. Why are you commenting that? Good point. You know why he's commenting that? Because he wants to get me to say it like, oh, that's an interesting comment. But I give him credit because it stood out from every other comment. Everyone else is asking for picks, and he's like, betting sucks. Twins Nerfy, Joe Ryan is a beast. I agree with that. Talk to me nice, Kern. Don't call me Kern. Don't call me Kern. Call me man of the people. Come on now. Celtics over. Who's on here for an hour? Come on, grinding every day, 7 days a week. Come on now. Over, under on Bucks Celtics. Under a Bucks 216. That's what the coach is going with. I think it's a hard move. I think it's a very, very hard move. I think it's going to go over, though. That's my gut feeling, but I'm not taking it, people. I'm not taking it. Joe Ryan, fantasy score. What's today's parlay? Let me get comments rolling in here, guys. Come on now. Let's see here. Celtics under, not Rangers. A lot of comments, guys. A lot of comments. What's the call today? What's today's parlay? Okay, today's parlay. I mean, cross-sport parlay. I'll give you a baseball parlay right here, right now. And I'm going to post it on TikTok later, guys. So just be ready for this. So actually, I'm gonna hold off on that question. Follow this page on TikTok. You'll get a baseball parlay later because I really want to look at it and give you guys something that I want to cook something up that I feel is going to hit rather than something in like 10 seconds here. So all the picks in Discord. Yes, join Discord. What's the call day? My favorite bet is Warriors -2.5. I really do love that. Who doesn't like free picks? Come on now, guys. We're doing this all for free. We're mans of the people here. Man of the people. What do you think of this 14 parlay? Rangers, Bucks, Dodgers, Golden State. I like the Rangers. I don't like the Bucks. I like the Dodgers. I like the Warriors. So 3 of 4 there. But again, if you take Bucks +4.5, I don't hate that. But like I think the Celtics do show up. I have Celtics 4.5. LOL. There we go today. Let's go. Typical Blue Jays fan praying on a downfall. I'm not a Blue Jays fan. It's so much better, not Rangers. I like the Rangers. Celtics under. Let's see. Scrolling through these. Dodgers, Giants. Yeah, I should probably talk about this game a little bit. Comments. Coach will be right on the Celtics under tonight game. Will mirror last game. I don't see Stipe. I think the Celtics show up tonight. I think that helps get the score up a little bit. But again, I'm not playing it. That's what I'm going to go with. So, if I don't play it, I don't think my opinion really matters. I'm not telling anyone about that. So let's see let's talk about the Dodgers Giants. I should have spent some time on this. All right, so we got Dodgers Giants tonight, huge game, TBS. Let's see who's going. Carlos Rodon going against Julio Urias. Julio Urias has been really, really good over his stretch as a Dodger, right? 1-1, 2.5 ERA. He's whip of 1, but Rodon's so good. I think this is a great play. I think this is a really, really good play for Giants money line. I think Giants money line should be like +130 something, +140 something, right? I think it's a great play. Dodgers 2-3 in their past 5. You look at the Giants; they've been really, really good. 14-8 on the year. So this is for first place. The series will decide first place in the West. But Rodon is an absolute stud, and I think he gets the job done tonight. I'm not going to play it, but I think value-wise, there's no sense going Dodgers here unless you like them run line and you believe they can cover it. Great. But again, I think Giants tonight money line is a safer play. All right, let's keep it going here. Got some more comments rolling in here. NHL best plays. I like Rangers money line. I think that's my favorite play today. I do bet first 5. Do you go live every day, new here and looking to tune in more every day at 10 a.m., 7 days a week, man of the people. And then follow the page, follow 3 Team Parlay Sports page. That's our regular page. Dodgers short favorite, hammer it, Avalanche reg. What up, Johnny Parlay? Patiently waiting for football. So I think we got to every question. I think we got to every Yankees or the Cowboys, the MLB. Competent play. I love Warriors today. I really do. Avs -0.5. Yes, I like Avs -0.5. White Sox first 5. I don't give opinions on the White Sox. They suck. But they did win. I think they'll be fine today, though. They just don't hit the ball. That's my fear taking them first 5. For first 5, you need someone that really hits. Mets Marlins parlay. I think that's a good deal. The Diamondbacks are really, really scrappy though, so you might want to reconsider that. I think there's a better team to pair the Mets with. So yeah, I think that's everyone. Bucks. No, I don't like the Bucks, guys. I got a Celtics jersey on. Stop asking that. I like this, but I show no allegiance in sports betting. Like my allegiance in sports betting is 100% towards winning money. It's not towards a team. Like I was outside TD Garden telling people I had +4.5 the other day, and they were like, "Yo, we don't accept you." Well, you know what? I won the bet. My money's what matters. Okay. Grizzly money line lock of the day. Grizzlies money line is not a lock, people. It's not a lock. It's not a lock of the day. Okay. Lock of the day is not Grizzlies money line. Okay. Bucks, Grizzlies money line. Big Bucks on Celtics Warriors. Okay, there we go. So guys, we're going to sign off here. It's been an hour every day on here for about 45 minutes to an hour. Man of the people here. Come on now. Man of the people. Let's see what we can do today, guys. Let's see if we can make some money today. Hope everyone has a great day. New York under 1.5. New York Rangers under 1.5 period. First period. There we go. First period. Stapey coming in there. Got to love that. Thank you, sir, guys. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. Ja, 16.5 assists, rebounds, easy too. I think that is easy to combine there. I think Ja's going to step up big. Ja's going to play fine, just like he did. But when you talk about winning, the game. I think the Warriors got in so much trouble. Any tennis? I don't have any tennis, guys. No tennis. Celtics smashing today. Celtics are going to freaking smash today. Celtics Warriors for sure, 60.5. Thank you, sir. Any other comments, guys? Throw them in here. If not, I'm going to shut the YouTube off and we're going to rock and roll, guys. Thanks for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow recapping all these bets, guys, and then getting into another great day of betting. We'll have stuff for the UFC fight at the end of the week. Might have a guest or two on this week as well. So very exciting stuff, guys. Follow us on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Guys, if you're on TikTok, we got 4.2 thousand likes. That means we could get 4.2 thousand subscribers. Go to YouTube, please, please, please. That's all I ask. Go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, follow the page. Follow the page. What's the lock? Warriors -2.5 is my favorite bet of the day. That's my lock. Tatum over points, rebound, assist. I like that as well. I do like that as well. I think Tatum has a huge night. I'd rather just go over on his points, in my opinion, but that's me. Celtics done in 4. No, Celtics are not done in 4. Okay, that means it's time to sign off, everyone. Subscribe, guys. Check us out on TikTok. We're posting stuff all day on there. And then make sure you get on the channel. We'll have picks up and all that. Thanks for joining, and we will talk to you tomorrow for another episode.